we will see how to fix a MooLogger and how to connect its components. Let's start with fixing it. MooLogger unit must be installed on a robust wall surface in horizontal position, with the quick gas connectors pointing to the ground to ensure correct function of its internal components. The nose should be installed in the feeding bin maximum 10 meters away from the MooLogger unit in a hidden spot from the animal's side. Close to this location, you can also install the first option, the MooHere, which is used to detect the animal's presence. The perfect spot is above the animal pointing its back, ensuring a reliable detection all over the milking or eating session. The MooHere has a detection range up to 2 meters, and using this screw, once MooLogger will be powered on, we will be able to adapt the detection distance. The multiplexer option should be installed in the gas path between the MooLogger and the two noses, in a suitable area for fixing to a wall. Eventually, the MooRouter can be started remotely up to 30 meters away from the MooLogger, in an area where the cellular or Wi-Fi signal is good enough. If you purchase both the MooRouter and the multiplexer unit, we recommend to install them close to each other for an easier cabling. All the units should be protected against direct atmospheric events, extreme temperatures, accidental shocks, water drops, or any other possible cause of damages and malfunctions. You may need some additional tools for the installation, such as a drill, a screwdriver, zip ties, or electric cables. See the quick guide for detailed information. For this video tutorial, MooLogger and all its components are already installed on a pole, and at the end of the video we will see some farm installation pictures. Let's now start with the connections. First, let's start with the pneumatic connections. If you have only one MooLogger with one nose, you can directly connect MooLogger main gas input to the nose. Here we are using for demonstration different colors. Here we will use red to connect MooLogger inlet. If you have a multiplexer, like in this example, the MooLogger main gas inlet should be connected to the multiplexer outlet, going, as we can see, always with the red tube directly to the MooLogger main inlet. Then we can connect the two noses. The first one is here in this feeding bin, and the other one is usually placed in another feeding bin. MooLogger will manage the switch from nose 1 to nose 2 according to specific scheduling. This will be set on the web page of the MooLogger, and we will see how to manage them in a dedicated video. Finally, we have to connect the silencer. It's connected on the bottom side in the gas outlet, and it's used to reduce the noise of the pump. Now we can connect compressed air. We use compressed air to clean the nose automatically, benefit of the data of the MooHere presence. So when the cow is going away, we blow air out through the nose to clean it from dust. The compressed air is usually taken for an air compressor of the milking robot or automatic feeder, and should be in a range between 2 and 8 bars in order to enable the switch of the valve and not to damage the internal components. The compressed air is connected to the dedicated connector on the bottom side of MooLogger. So taking a full view of the connectors, we have with the red tube the connection of MooLogger main gas inlet coming from the multiplexer. With the blue tubes, we have the connection of the two noses, and with the white tube, we have the connection of compressed air directly to the MooLogger and used to clean the nose. Now we can move to the electrical connection. After pneumatic connections, we can now move to the electrical connections. This operation should be done only by authorized and trained personnel. We supply, as we've seen in the box, the connectors counterparts, and you should do cabling according to the correct length. Anyway, we can also supply an optional set called MooCables, which is composed by a pre-made 5-meter cable with connectors at the end. For the purpose of this video, we will have shorter length cables just to connect all the parts. Let's start with the network connections, which should be done with the first connector on the top on the left side of MooLogger. Here I'm gonna connect the network cable, which can come directly from the farm connection. So if they, for example, have connectivity, or like in this installation, directly to the MooRouter option. Next, we need to power on the router. But if we have the multiplexer options, we also need to control the multiplexer. And this signal is coming from the same connector called EXP. In this connector, so we have the signal which enables the switching of the valve, as we can see here. But in the same connectors, we do also have the power supply of the router. So using the same cables, user can easily install the router or the connection box even after the purchase. Next, we're gonna connect the MooHere presence sensor. In the MooLogger, we have two connectors that you can connect to MooHeres. In this video tutorial, we will connect just one. MooLogger is supplied with quick guides that shows you how to connect each connector cabling with the colors and how to set up every part. Last, we should connect the power supply of the MooLogger, which is indicated with VAC connector on the bottom side. So, to summarize the connection we've done, we have network connection, which can come from the farm connectivity or can go to the MooRouter option. We have one or two cow sensors. We have the EXP connector, which is used to give power supply to the router if connected directly, or to power supply the router and control the switching of multiplexer valve, like in this connection. Then we have the power supply coming from the wall, that is 220 VAC or 110 VSC. Now we can turn on the MooLogger. Now we connected MooLogger to the main power socket, and we can turn it on by changing the position of the main power switch to on. We will see the white LED, meaning there is the correct power supply and MooLogger is correctly starting. We have also three signal LEDs, meaning the green one, MooLogger is powered on and is correctly working. Yellow one, MooLogger is powered on, but there are some issues. We should better check it. Green LED means red LED means there is a problem. So it's probably MooLogger has stopped from its functioning to safeguard its components. And I should definitely visit the farm for some maintenance. In this case, we have the two LEDs blinking, meaning the operation of the MooLogger is running. In this case, the MooLogger is starting up because I just turned on the switch. I can also hear the noise of the pump of the water running, meaning the MooLogger is drying its filters. This procedure can take few minutes up to many minutes according to your environmental parameters. Once MooLogger is ready to start, it will turn on the main air pump and also the noise will change. In that situation, only the green LED will be powered on. If I need to turn off the MooLogger, I can keep the main red power switch pressed for a few seconds. When all the LEDs are on, I can release it. Now, MooLogger will turn off all the LEDs and also the pump will stop from working. I can now turn the main power switch to off position and also the white LED will be turned off. So I can remove the power cord. Let's now see, by turning on again the MooLogger, how to set the MooHere sensor. On the sensor, we have three LEDs, green, orange, and red. Green LED on means the sensor is correctly power supply, it's detecting the reflection of the ray, but it's not detecting an object in the detection area. If I put my hand here, I see both green and orange LED on, meaning the sensor is correctly powered on and it's detecting some object. If I move away my hand, you see that I still have the red dot, but the orange LED on the sensor is off. If the red LED is turned on, it means the sensor is powered on, but it's not detecting the reflection ray, so it's probably pointing too far away. In an optimal installation, I should have only the green LED powered on if there is no animal, and green plus orange LEDs powered on if the animal should be detected. Now we can move to the web page of MooLogger and see how to access it and change its parameters.